What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. It is Thursday, October 17th, 2024, and I have an emergency alert to share with you guys. Right now, it is 15:03 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news coming in from Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. So, South Korean forces on Yangpyeong Island off the western coast of South Korea have now been placed on high alert due to unusual movements having been observed from North Korean shore artillery batteries. So what you're looking at here is a map showing the area here off of South Korea where this is going on. So there is a border here between some islands. Part of the islands are controlled by South Korea. Part of the islands are controlled by North Korea, and North Korea has now moved their artillery batteries on these islands into potentially firing positions. So North Korea is possibly preparing to attack South Korea. They've already put their artillery along the DMZ on high alert. And so now South Korean forces are on high alert here. So very tense situation on the Korean Peninsula. And earlier this week, North Korea destroyed several roads and railroads connecting North and South Korea. And actually, some North Korean troops crossed into South Korea briefly to do this. And South Korean forces had to fire at the North Korean troops. So this is a very, very serious and tense situation. An unknown drone entered 14 kilometers into Romanian territory close to the Bulgarian border coming from the Black Sea before disappearing off of radars. 4 Romanian fighter jets were scrambled but could not find the drone. So potentially a Russian drone flying 14 kilometers into Romania. And remember, over a month ago, like 2 months ago now, Russia sent a drone 50 kilometers into Latvia. Where's the media? They're not talking about that, okay? That is very, very serious. And Russia warned Israel today to not even consider striking Iranian nuclear facilities. State news agency TASS quoted Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Rybakov as saying, quote, "We have repeatedly warned and continue to warn to caution Israel against even hypothetically considering the possibility of a strike on nuclear facilities and nuclear infrastructure." Rybakov is quoted by TASS as saying, so this is a huge sign that we are living in the end times, guys. Russia warning Israel. I mean, that is absolutely insane, okay? Russia is really getting out of control, very arrogant. Okay, Israel is God's land and God's chosen people live there, and Russia thinks they're going to warn them. Give me a break. Absolutely insane. And Israel has eliminated Yahya Sinwar, the military leader of Hamas and mastermind of the October 7 attack. Foreign Minister Israel Katz declared the terrorist Yahya Sinwar, responsible for the horrific massacre and atrocities of October 7, was eliminated today by IDF soldiers. Okay, so Yahya Sinwar was the military leader and Ismail Haniyeh was the political leader. So both of them have been eliminated. Israel systematically destroying their enemies, and now they're going to destroy Iran. And last night, the U.S. military launched multiple airstrikes on underground weapons facilities operated by the Houthis in Yemen, and they actually used B-2 stealth bombers from the 509th Bomb Wing stationed at Whiteman Air Force Base. So this is very, very serious, guys. They used B-2 stealth bombers, okay, to take out some underground weapons facilities, bunkers. We're hearing that they used Mark 84 2,000-pound bombs equipped with JDAM kits. Okay, so very serious firepower there, but the U.S. using stealth bombers to destroy these bunkers in Yemen, that is very, very serious. and potentially a practice run for Iran. And Zelensky warned Trump that if Ukraine didn't join NATO, then they would obtain or develop nuclear weapons in Ukraine. He said, quote, "There are two choices. Ukraine will have nuclear weapons, or we should have some kind of alliance. And apart from NATO, we do not know any functioning alliances today. We want to choose NATO, not nuclear weapons." And he added also that the Budapest Memorandum failed and Ukraine is the only one affected by it. So very serious situation. And then Zelensky later on today retracted what he said and said that Ukraine does not have any ambitions of obtaining nuclear weapons, but he told Trump that it's either NATO or nuclear weapons. So very interesting and very conflicting. Zelensky also warned that the Russia-Ukraine war would turn into a world war with North Korean troops participating, stating that North Korean officers are already in occupied territories of Ukraine, training Russian troops. And the Netherlands confirmed that Ukraine will be able to use the transferred F-16s on Russian territory. International law does not stop at the border or 100 kilometers away from it. Therefore, we allow Ukraine to use the F-16s for self-defense, the country's defense minister, Ruben Brekelmans, said. Okay, so more European countries authorizing F-16s to be used by Ukraine to strike inside of Russian territory, deep inside of Russian territory. And a heavy Russian military cargo plane arrived in Belarus last night for the first time in over a year and a half. And Antonov 124 landed at the Machulishchi Air Base, and it came from Ulyanovsk and Vladivostok in Russia. So it looks like Russia is moving some personnel and heavy equipment into Belarus for some reason, potentially for a war with Poland or Lithuania. And Crimea came under attack today, apparently from Storm Shadow missiles, and the Crimean bridge is possibly under attack right now. The Russians have dispersed smoke over the bridge, a smoke screen. Here you can see a picture of that. You can see this white cloud here on the horizon. That's a massive smoke screen that was generated by the Russian military to protect their bridge. So very, very serious. And Poland's former chief of staff, that's Poland's top general, Raimund Andrzejczak, has stated that Poland would attack St. Petersburg and Kaliningrad immediately if Russia would ever attack Lithuania. The comments were made in response to a question at a conference whether Poland would wait for NATO decisions first in case of a Russian attack on its neighboring state Lithuania. Andrzejczak noted that any incursion by Russian troops into Lithuania would prompt an immediate response. And Norway is going to deliver 6 F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine in the near future. And Ukraine and Greece recently signed a bilateral security agreement. And the Chinese military is currently conscripting discharged soldiers to return to service. And here we have actually one of these notifications that was sent out to a Chinese citizen, okay, calling on discharged soldiers to return to service for some reason. So they're sending out these notices, bringing soldiers back from reserve deployment to active. Very, very concerning. And here we have a picture coming out of Israel showing a THAAD air defense system being moved somewhere inside of the country. We don't know exactly where this was, but this is the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense. It's a special air defense system used to shoot down ballistic missiles with a medium to long range. And North Korea's constitution now clearly defines South Korea as a hostile state. And China claimed today that they ejected a Japanese vessel from Chinese territorial waters near the Diaoyu Islands on Tuesday and Wednesday. Want to just show you guys some flights. Here we have multiple nuclear war command and control planes and 2 nuke sniffers and a missile detection plane. These were all airborne last night. Very, very interesting. So our nuclear forces were on high alert last night. Here we have a Swedish reconnaissance plane that was patrolling the border of Finland and Russia last night. We also had more intense reconnaissance over northern Poland and Kaliningrad. Here you can see two AWACS planes, two NATO E-3 Sentries patrolling northern Poland. Very, very unusual. And then we have another high priority reconnaissance plane that was flying around Kaliningrad and in northeastern Poland last night. And then also we had a lot of activity in the North Sea last night. We had a Eurofighter Typhoon doing loops here in the center of the North Sea, as well as an AWACS plane nearby it. And then there was also this reconnaissance plane patrolling the shoreline of Scotland. So very, very interesting. But that's the latest breaking news that I have. I do have my 24/7 stream live. And if anything happens in Israel or the Korean Peninsula or Ukraine, I will go live and update you guys live. I might be back later on tonight with another update. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And until the next time, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps: prepare, practice, and persevere. And this update was sponsored by My Patriot Supply. Guys, My Patriot Supply has brought back their 25% discount on their 3-month emergency food supply. And to get the discount, you have to use the link preparewithnYprepper.com. And the link is in the description below this video. And this 3-month emergency food supply has a 25-year shelf life with over 2,000 calories per day, all packed inside of 6 rugged water-resistant buckets. Free shipping is included. The normal price is $800. If you use the link, you'll only pay $600 for 3 months of food with free shipping. So use the link preparewithnYprepper.com to get 25% off of the My Patriot Supply 3-month emergency food supply, and the link is in the description below this video.